It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading. I'm boiling sap today, and when you're boiling sap, you sit around and basically watch it boil, which is kind of enjoyable because it actually forces me to sit around and do nothing. But because I am a little bit, how would you say, I have to be doing something, I decided to make a video on splitting wood.
This is the axe I use. This is my favorite axe.
It's been rehandled quite a few times. And you know what?
It's pretty cheap. This one here is a Mastercraft. It's just a cheap axe head. I mean, it's an older one, so it's probably way better than the stuff they sell now. But when I rehead them, I go with the bigger axe handle. Because, I don't know what, is this a 5? Yeah, it's a 5. I like the heavier handle. It fits my hand better, and it seems a lot more sturdy, even though I'm bringing it down to the size of the smaller handle. Hickory strong though, so this is my favorite axe. Okay, so this is a hard block here. There's a knot down here and a knot here. You don't want to split here because the knot's there, and you don't want to split there because that knot's there. And here is pretty decently close to both, so the grains are still going to be tough. Okay, so what I suggest is you try to bypass both the knots. And sometimes if you go a little bit this way and have a bit bigger block, it makes it easier. So we're going to split this one. Okay, so now you've read the wood. You get your axe. You set. And I try to aim for this side of the block, because I find when I overextend, when I do my swing, I'll end up hitting here, and then the wood that's on this side will hit my handle, and then that's a bad day. Okay, with the axe you have one tight hand and one loose hand. So this is how I do it. I am no wood splitting expert. I do split a lot of wood with an axe though. So you set your loose hands here. When you pull back, that's what I do, and try to do it the same every time. And then it slides back up my hand, and for the moment you start, you kind of accelerate it up to here, and then you let your arms straight like a baseball swing and let the axe do the rest. So you kind of get the momentum going, and then you finish it off. So let's try this. Okay, so we'll split it one more time. So you set, loose hand. You try to let the axe do the work. So you kind of accelerate at the top, but then let your arms kind of straighten out, and then the weight of the axe will carry it down through. If you're trying to force it through, it doesn't actually seem to hit as hard. So you guys have a good one.